Hey guys, welcome back to etlqalabs. This is Hetu, and in this video we will talk about part 2 of joiner transformation. So basically we have covered previously in the part 1 we have covered the theoretical aspect of it, how what is joiner transformation and all the nitty-gritty about around it, and then we have also looked at how it is implemented in Informatica. We have ran it and we have also seen the data populated, right? And now in this session we will see the only the testing part of it. So how do we test it? So this is very important for the ETL testing point of view. Okay, guys. So please note it, and let me start it. Okay. All right. So also let me. Okay. I want to truncate it, guys. Okay, first. All right. So let's try to do one thing. Let's try to understand this bit. Okay. What are the testing that we actually perform uh, in joiner transformation, right? So I have tried to divide into two different sections. One is the pre-ETL run testing, which means before running the job, which means what? Before running the workflow, right? So this is the workflow. Before running the workflow, there is certain testing that we need to perform, and after running the workflow, also we need to perform some testing. Okay. So what are those that we need to check before running the ETL job, right? One thing is verify the ports, data type. I mean, ports are nothing but the fields or the columns, right, which are coming from the source system. Data type and size. It should be consistent across all the stages, okay? Which means from source to joiner transformation, and if it is going to some other transformation until target, right? The source type, data type, I mean the fields data type and the data size should be same. So let me go and I will show you what does it mean. Okay. So for example, guys, you see here. So employee number is number here, right? So this is from Oracle database. This is called number. And then when it comes to source qualifier, it become double here, right? So here also you can pretty much you can say number here also, right? Integer or double, it's okay. I mean you can put it, but it should be little higher than that. Okay, so let me just expand it little bit. Okay. Okay, now here you see what is the data type, data size actually. Okay, data size is 15, guys. Here also it is 15. Okay, I'm just taking one example, guys. I don't want to take all the columns now here. So these are also called ports in Informatica, right? Ports are nothing but the column or the fields, right? So employee number, it is type is number. Double is also kind of number only, and the length is 15. This is what it is mentioned here, right? Length is 15. Here also it is 15. Oh, source is 15. Source qualifier is also 15. And now we will see here in the joiner condition. Joiner also we have what? We have 15, right? Now in target also we have to make sure it is 15, right? So you see, guys, it is 15 here also. Okay, 15 here also, which means if here we are getting 15 character, I mean 15 number size will be 15, let's say, it will successfully come here. If I am putting here, let's say in target, when I design the employee table, when the data modeling team will be designing the target table, and by mistake they are putting number 10, which means the length of this particular employee number is 10, then obviously if source is sending 15 character or 15 numbers, 15 characters, 5 will be truncated, right? So this is what I mean to say. It should be consistent across from source until the target, right, guys? So this is what I mean to say in this first one. So this is the testing that we have to look at, and this is something we have to check this size based on your data modeling document, or you might have the mapping document, data lineage sheet. Based on that only we have to verify, all right? But we have to make sure that the subsequent phases or stages will should not have the lesser number of lesser data size. Okay, it should always be more, that is okay, but it should not be less. Most probably it should be always in sync. Okay, so 15 15 15. Okay, it should not be like 15, 15, 10, 10, something like that. Okay, that will not work, guys. Now, let's take the second point. Second is the database keys and constraint as per data modeling document. Okay, so guys, here, for example, if source system is, here, source system data is coming here, and then, for example, these are the tables, right? So in data warehousing, normally these primary columns are, so these are basically not the, these are actually natural key, right? So what will happen is we have to check whether we have any constraints applicable or not. For example, if they would like to see that, this particular employee number is a primary key or not, correct? So those kind of primary key constraint are not null constraint. So for example, they want to make sure that the target table, should not be empty when it comes to department number. So every employee should have the department number, which means we cannot afford to have the department number empty. So in this case, it should be not null constraint. So it should be again based on the data modeling document, right? So you have to check that data modeling document, what constraints and what kind of indexes or columns or any kind of constraint, not null, check constraint, etc. is defined. So all those constraints we have to check basically. Okay. So, and third testing within the pre-ETL run testing is basically check the appropriate join condition, guys. Okay. So, we have to go and check what is there mentioned in your mapping document and whether they have coded it correctly here or not. So, if they are saying that they want to use the left outer join, master outer join, it should be here also master outer join. Okay. They have to basically code the same thing. They cannot keep full outer join and give the mapping to you, right? So you have to go and check whether the this join type is um, correctly coded in your mapping or not, right? So this complete mapping, okay? So it's basically verifying the mapping, right? Pre-ETL run. And the last one within the pre-ETL run is verify the source system is the lesser row is marked as the master row. Okay, guys. So this is also very important. I was actually trying to mention in the last session. So we have two systems. Let's say in this case we have two systems, right? Hmm. Which one is having lesser number of rows, guys? We have obviously this department flat file is having lesser number of rows, right? But here we have more rows, right? More record. So lesser rows, the date, the lesser, the source system having the lesser number of record or rows should always be considered as master. Okay. So when I connected it, it is automatically master. But if let's say this is not the case, if the flat file is having let's say 1000 record and my employee table in the database is having let's say 100 records, right? So more record is here. In that case, I have to mark the source system which is having less row as a master. So in this case, I have to go here and change it, guys. Okay. So this is what we have to do. Okay. One second. Okay. All right, guys. I think you can, we have to change it. Okay. So this is what, this should be basically master and this should be here department number one, department number should be detail because lesser number record will be master. This is how the joining condition works basically. So actually master is something, it will be referred all the time. Okay. So that's the reason the master rows lesser number of record having that the source system will be treated as a master. Okay, source type. Hope you are able to understand, guys. Okay, and this is what I think pre ETL run test that we have to do. Okay, after that one, so this all these things you can basically done before running the ETL job itself. Okay, some of them can be very well before then before fully developed mapping. For example, the database constants, etc. You can check it before even the ETL job is designed by the development team, right? But yeah, these are the things you can check it. And after that, what you will do, you will, so let me do one thing. Let me say, select star from emp underscore tgt. Guys, this is my target table. We don't have any data right now. Okay. Now what I will do is I'll try to run. Okay. I'll run that workflow and we'll see the data is populated here, right? Now what we will do is we will try to run it. Let's run it first. Okay. Okay. Let me check what should I get actually as part of this master outer, guys. Okay. Master outer. Okay. So everything from detail should be coming. No, I just want maybe full outer, guys. That will be fun. Okay. Everything from both the table will be coming full outer join. Okay. Let's run it then. Okay. So it's running. Let's see. Wow, it succeeded also. Okay. Let's see. Let's go and check whether the data is populated in target table. This is target table. Oops, what happened? Oh, something wrong, guys. 1 second. Let me go there. What happened? Pull out a join. Okay. All right. And where is 1 second? Not this. Here, right? We're not doing anything here. Okay. Let's let me try to run one. Okay, guys. I think okay, I got it. So let me just see that whether this table is having anything or not. And then after that we will run it. Okay. No rows. Okay. Let me okay. Let me see what kind of join it is it there, right? So it is normal join. All right. So let's run the normal join and then we will see. We should be getting all the data for 10 to 50 record, 50 department number 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. Now let's see if it is loaded. Yes, it is succeeded. Now let's try to run, guys. Okay. Okay. What is happening? I think something is strange. Let me truncate. Okay. I don't know something. Truncate table emp sorry emp underscore dept. Okay. Now let's see. Select star from emp underscore tgt. There's no rows. Let me try again. I don't know something. Okay. It is loaded. Okay. Let me try to see what is loaded. It should actually load all the matching record. Okay, guys. Something not able to understand. HR dep tgt. Okay. HR dep underscore tgt. Okay. This is already connected. Okay. I don't know why it is not working. Let me again see this why it is not. Okay, this is perfect. This is also perfect. Normal join. Okay, what is causing it not work? Let hit it again. Let's see. I think there is some problem, guys. Let me try to dig it. Okay, 1 second. Guys, I think there is some problem with my Oracle database because it's not working. See, everything is updated now actually, So which means there is something problem. Okay. But yeah, I mean, after we ran it, right, we were able to get the data, right, in the target table, and this is the target table, guys. Yeah. If you look at here, this is the target table. Now we are actually done with running. Now we will do the post ETL run testing. Okay. What exactly we need to verify here is these are very important for joiner transformation testing. So try to understand. I will explain you each and everything here, right? In case of join type master outer, what does it mean by master outer? Which means everything from the detail will be coming and only matching from the master will be coming, right? What does it mean? The row count in detail should be equal to row count in the target. Getting it right? Because everything from the detail will be coming, detail source system will be coming, which means that let's say 50 records are there from the detail table, that 50 records will be coming, and only matching from the master will be coming. Okay, and in target how much we should be getting? We should be getting exactly 50, because detail table everything is coming, which means same record will be coming here. Second type of join is the detail outer join. In detail outer join, what we do? We basically get everything from the master row and only matching from the detail system, source system. So everything from the master, which means the row count from the master source system, everything is coming, should be always equal to the row count in the target. Getting it, guys? So this is what we can do, the data completeness check. Yeah. So data completeness check in terms of count, right? That is the first check that you can do. Okay, because it is not really very easy to perform the joiner means minus query here, because we have multiple source system, and we have different type of source system, flat file and all. So minus will only work on databases, right? I mean the relational sources, right? So these are the definitely these are the few checks that you can perform. And then in case of full outer join, guys, what should be the row count? Row count of the target should always be greater than both. Okay, both master or detail, whoever is having more rows, right? So let's say detail is having master is having 10 and detail is having 20. So here the max. Okay, so this will be the max, I would say, max of which will be having more, right? So let's say 10 and 20. So this master is having 10 and detail is having 20. In that case, this will be max means what 20, right? But the target will be populated as more than 20. Why? Because it will be populated, full outer join means it will be populated with all the matching, and from detail, the non-matching from detail and non-matching from master, both, right? So this will always be greater, so you should get more count basically all the time. So this is the third case. Okay, fourth case is the join, normal join. This is nothing but the equi join, only matching record should be there, right? Matching rows should be there, right? Which means, what does it mean? Which means the row count of master or the detail. Okay, so the row count, I mean whichever is having maximum, right? So let's say here in this case, let's say 50, and okay, this is 10 and detail is having 20 rows. Okay, so what is the max? Again here I would say guys, max. Okay, max of. Okay, so let's say 20 is coming here. So 20 should always be greater than, I mean 20, we got it here is 20, uh, but here we are actually getting how much? Only 10, isn't it? Why? Because only 10 are matching, correct? So, or in a way, you can say that the, one second, guys. In a way, you can say, guys, you know what? Only matching record actually. You can say um, the whichever master or detail. Okay, obviously, master will be having 10 record, so target will be having 10. I think you can say here minimum. Yeah, if you say minimum, right? Minimum of this will be equal to, yeah. So let's say 10 in master, 20 record in detail. All right. So how much actually matching? Let's say out of them only 10 are matching. All the 10 in the master are matching with the 10 in the detail. All right. Then how much you should get in the target also, there will be 10 only. So in this case it is matching. So this kind of data completeness checks, row count checks you can perform, guys. Okay, in the joiner, joiner transformation. Okay, this is one set of test. The next set of test is the limited minus query also can be run. How? Because wherever you see, the database involvement is there as a source system, you can go and you can, run the target minus source, which means actually target minus source, when you say, it should always be what? Uh, I mean, target minus source, it will always be zero records, yeah. This is what you can do. So there is a very minimal, because wherever you see the source as the database, there only you can perform the minus query. And given also you need to have the same databases, right? Then only you can perform, right? So the source system is Oracle, here also Oracle, then only you can perform it, right, guys? Now, the third thing, I mean, these are nothing different, but these are the normal checks that we are performing on any kind. But just I have kept it here, okay? That duplicate checks on the target. This is very easy, means the normal scenario that we perform in the ETL testing. And then null value checks, guys. Null value checks is also important. So these are basically, I would say, these are the generic one, but these are the top important one, okay? These are specifically for your joiner transformation, and these are also joiner transformation. So this is also joiner transformation. These are joiner transformation, and this is again, I will say, this is the generic one. So these are again joiner. All right. So let me just color it. So these are basically specifically for the joiner transformation you have to check, and remaining are basically the normal checks for any of the transformation applicable to all the transformation. Okay, guys. So hopefully you are able to understand what I tried to convey you here. But if you still have any doubt or any question, feel free to put in the comment box. I will be more than happy to answer you. And this is all, guys, I wanted to cover as part of joiner transformation. I'll see you soon with the next set of transformation or next videos. Yeah. And until then, guys, happy learning. And one more thing, one more request. If you have not subscribed my channel, go and subscribe if you are really finding these videos useful for you. And yeah, I mean, until then, happy learning and God bless you. Bye.